Evening, Jagdeep Singh representing the Haryana Warriors taking on Jagroop Singh from the Delhi Gladiators in the heavyweight division. Let's go to Jared inside the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, Jagroop Singh!
Representing the Delhi Gladiators in the heavyweight division is Jagroop Singh. And you know what, Jason, this gets really interesting now because Delhi is at 9, Haryana's at 6. If they get the decision, if his opponent Jagdeep can get the decision here, they will equal up, they will draw at 1 point apiece. But if Haryana can get a KO or even a TKO, they will lead immediately.
Well, that's the beauty of the point system here, Arjun. Anything can happen. You know, you save the best for last.
And his opponent making his way to the ring, Jagdeep Singh!
Representing the Haryana Warriors is Jagdeep Singh with a brilliant opportunity at his feet. He now has the chance to take his team ahead by getting either a TKO or KO and taking the lead and the win for the Haryana Warriors. This is going to be a great fight, Jason. The heavies are going to go at it. Here we go. Jagdeep Singh from the Haryana Warriors takes on Jagroop Singh from the Delhi Gladiators. Jagdeep, the older, 30 years of age, weighed in, heavier than his opponent. A huge height and reach advantage for the Haryana Warriors, Jagdeep Singh.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the black corner. He weighed in at 92 kilograms, representing the Delhi Gladiators. Give it up for Jagroop Singh! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 92 kilograms, representing the Haryana Warriors. It's Jagdeep Singh! Ladies and gentlemen, as the action begins, the referee for the fight, Sandeep.
Head up, no low blow, no foul, all command follow. Play clear bout. Back.
Both fighters touch gloves. As you can see, man, Jagdeep Singh looks like he's a whole new weight division compared to his opponent.
You can see it's obvious he's a much bigger fighter. Height advantage, read advantage, I gotta give it to him.
And the weight as well. Height, reach, and weight. That means his punches will, when he steps into his punches, they will be a lot harder. But on the flip side, his cardio might be in question, but you never know. He looks fit, he looks shaped, and he looks ready as we get ready for round number 1. Jagdeep in the green for the Haryana Warriors, taking on Jagroop in the blue and red for the Delhi Gladiators. And an interesting situation for Haryana because right now they can create a big upset.
Well, the good thing about the heavyweights is that they hit harder.
Big
so
jab.
we should see some knockout power here.
Good 1-2 there. As you can see, Jagroop looking to jump in. Dirty boxing by these fighters. Big shot over the top by Jagroop Singh. Jagdeep now looking to establish that jab.
Jagroop should use his distance and use his advantage. I don't know why he's pushing in like that.
Waiting in with big shots. And Jagdeep trying to come in. Big shots by Jagroop there in the clinch. You can see the score now, 9-6. Delhi still leads. All Delhi has to do is win here, and they will keep their lead and their position in this tournament. But this is a great opportunity for Haryana to come back. Oh, he might have tagged him with that one. Big shot by Jagroop.
Yeah, Jagdeep just keeps on jumping in like that and clinching, and that's making for a very boring fight. These fighters need to use
Big shot!
great overhand.
What a chin on Jagdeep. He took that. Oh, comes back with fire of his own. Both these boys are swinging for the fences now.
Yeah, that's twice as Jagdeep has come in with that overhand right, and Jagroop was just standing there like nothing hit him.
Good shot by Jagroop there. Jagroop certainly the aggressor from the Delhi Gladiators. Delhi wants to put a stamp on this fight. They really want to win it to get that point differential. Big shot again by Jagroop. Good body shots by Jagdeep Singh.
I mean, those shots are landing, but he's not throwing them very efficiently. You can see his feet are off the ground. It's taking away a lot of power from his shot.
Pushes him off, does Jagdeep Singh. There we go. Jagroop just comes in with an overhand right. He ducks under and swings that bomb. He's landed that on more than one occasion.
Yeah, that's like his favorite move. He's done it 3 times in a row. I'm surprised that Jagroop hasn't got used to that and trying something else to evade and move out of there.
Both these boys throwing heavy leather here against the cage.
Those shots are taking their toll on Jagroop. He's moving much slower.
Jagdeep Singh now also slowing down, but that's that's what happens in the heavyweight division. The heavier the weight, the slower they will be. But that's the power to weight ratio there. As we end round number 1 and get into round number 2.
Yeah, that round ended the same way it went pretty much the entire round, with that big overhand right by Jagdeep coming in straight over the right.
Jagroop landed that beautiful right hand time and time again. You can see beautiful left hook by Jagroop. Got Jagdeep's attention, even though he had the height and reach disadvantage. Beautiful overhand right by Jagroop. Great job. Again, once again, that was the story of round number 1. Big overhand right.
Yeah, Jagdeep has to do something different this round. He's got to stay on the outside, use his height, use his reach, not allow Jagroop to get in there like that with that overhand. Keep his chin down and keep his hands up.
Final instruction from both their corners. I think his coach Kamal Mustafa is telling Jagdeep to use his range better, establish that jab and that respect. That'll let Jagroop Singh know that he can't jump in with that leaping hook. Here we go. After that great first round, we'll see what changes both these fighters have made. If you're just joining us, Jagdeep Singh in the green trunks representing the Haryana Warriors, and Jagroop in the red and blue representing Delhi Gladiators, who lead currently by 3 points.
You can see a much better job there by Jagdeep staying on the outside, but then right away Jagroop just jumps in.
Oh wow, that was a bit of a push. Referee admonishing Jagdeep Singh. Big shots now, big leather being thrown by both these men.
Yeah, Jagroop just does the same move. Throws a jab and then jumps in with the overhand right. Pretty much all he's been doing all fight.
Oh, he might be hurt there. I think was that a slip or was that a knockdown?
That looks like a slip to me.
I think I think the entire ring is gotten a bit slippery because all the sweat. We've had 5 great fights tonight. Again, that big overhand right. He's been landing that constantly.
Jagdeep needs to keep his hands up. I don't know what he's doing. That shot has hit him at least 5 times so far.
He's banking on that chin, but that doesn't do well with the scores because Jagroop is scoring big every time he lands that shot. I think Jagdeep might be a little tired here as well. He started breathing out of his mouth. That's bound to happen in the heavier weight divisions. The gas tanks are not the same as the featherweights or the light weights.
Wow. Jumps in with a jab. Jagroop is relentless with that
again.
jumping in like that. He's fearless. He jumps straight in every time.
No, because
And
I
he
don't
takes his
think
head off center when he does that, which is a great technique.
even when he throws that big overhand left, overhand right, he ducks under and then comes up over with it. But I think it's Jagdeep who hasn't established that jab, because once he does, Jagroop would think twice over jumping in like that. He
Well,
might just-
Jagroop is timing. He's slipping it perfectly. Every time that jab comes, he slips it, and then the overhand right comes straight over the top. So he's doing a great job of slipping and countering, but he needs to do more. He needs to follow up with that and not just close the gap and clinch, but follow with some body shots or something else.
Again, you can see Jagdeep pushing him off, trying to land a 1-2 on the break there. Good job by Jagroop. Comes in over the top. Again, big shots. You know what? Jagdeep is lucky that he's got a chin on him, because he's eaten some heavy leather so far.
Yeah, it's amazing he's still standing. He's taken at least 5 clean shots to the face.
Both fighters tumbled to the ground there.
Getting a little bit sloppy here, the heavyweights.
Both fighters throwing heavy leather. They reset. Good jab there to end round number 2 by Jagroop Singh. But round number 2, where they were a lot more looser, they went for broke, and they're realizing the urgency of that situation. But again, you can see Jagdeep not using that range. He needs to step back and give himself room. And Jagroop just slipping, getting out of the range and coming over. Again, both fighters slipped and fell there. Beautiful jab. You can see snap Jagdeep's head backwards. Jagroop just fearlessly running forward. Big 1-2 landed by Jagroop there again. Great round for the Delhi Gladiators.
You've got to give a lot of credit to Jagdeep though. His chin is phenomenal. He's taking some
granite chin.
straight shots to the face, and he just keeps coming like nothing happened.
Real bombs to the face.
And Jagroop, you got to give him credit too, because he's slipping those punches perfectly, and that overhand right is being timed to perfection.
All day. Here we go, round number 3. One more round remaining in this heavyweight bout. I think this fight is going to come down to who's the more fresher fighter.
I have a feeling if Jagroop goes the way he is and lands a couple more clean shots, Jagdeep is going down.
Jagdeep's already breathing out of his mouth, and Jagroop looks like the fresher fighter, lighter on his feet, bouncing around. Oh, he had a big shot! That hurt him. He's tagged. That's exactly what we were talking about. Oh, he just slipped. He fell out of the ring. Both fighters are bleeding now. That might have been a headbutt. Referee checking up on Jagroop. We need to see that in the replay here, because Jagdeep is in front of us bleeding as well. The referee has called time. Now here we go. That was the big counter. Jagroop fell backwards, wobbled, and oh yeah, that's a headbutt. Clearly that's a headbutt.
Unintentional, however. Didn't look like he did that on purpose. I think they just butt heads by mistake.
Yeah. Doctor checking up on Jagroop and Jagdeep Singh as well, waiting for the doctor to check up on his cut.
I don't think the referee knows that both fighters are cut. I think they're only attending to one fighter because they don't know that the other one's also cut.
Oh, that's a big cut on the forehead. Wow. Let's take another look at it. That was a flurry. He landed a good shot. We heard him.
I think they're going to stop the fight, it looks like.
We're just waiting now. I think that was
okay, now they've noticed that there's a cut on Jagdeep as well. So now the doctor is going to take a look at both fighters.
Jagdeep was waiting there. We saw the cut. I think, yeah, you're right, Jason. I think they realized now, but they're attending to it.
I hope they don't stop this fight. It doesn't look to be too serious, but fighter safety is utmost importance here. So we'll see what the doctor has to say. Again,
from another angle, we take a look. Big shots. That was
right
the
there.
head. Yep. That's where it happened, and then Jagdeep just pushed him off. No, I think as long as the blood is not bleeding into the eye, the blood is not dripping into the eye directly, he's going to be fine. Doctor is attending to Jagdeep now.
Yeah, the Super Boxing League has done a great job. We got a medical staff on deck, doctors in house, making sure the fighters are taken care of. There's an ambulance on standby, so if anything does go wrong, we've got everything we need to take over the situation. Okay, looks like the ref has cleared them.
Yeah, the ref has now cleared them to fight. That's a good thing. Oh, wait a minute. Now he's going to check his cut again. I hope the ref fights. If the ref stops the fight, and it will turn to be a technical draw. When the fight is stopped, we do a cut, and on both fighters, it will become a technical draw.
So that means each team will be awarded 1 point. Am I correct?
Yes. Each team will get a point apiece. And if that is the case,
it doesn't look like that, Arjun. I think the ref is going to let them go, and I think the doctor is going to let them go. I think we're going to square off here any minute now.
I certainly hope so, because I would not want a fight to end.
So for the fans at home wondering what's going on here, it was an unintentional headbutt. Both fighters' head hit each other, which caused a cut, and the referee stepped in, made a good decision, called the doctor, stopped the bleeding, and now we're back to the action.
That's great news. Big shot. See, that's what I was saying. Jagdeep now using that range and that leverage. Man, oh man, does this guy have a chin on him. Took another huge shot, Jagdeep. Jagroop is just fearless. He just wades in and looks for his openings.
But the great thing about it, when he jumps in like that, he takes his head off the center line, not allowing Jagdeep to hit him.
But in the last 2 times when he waded in, Jagdeep's caught him with that jab, that powerful straight jab.
Well, I think that headbutt had something to do with it. I mean, it could be blocking his vision. It could be making him a little bit disoriented. You know, it does take a lot out of you getting hit like that in the head.
Both fighters cut because of that.
Now the cuts have opened up again, but the ref letting the action continue.
And Jagdeep was wiping his eye a minute ago. I think that blood might be bothering him. Again, nice jab. He's looking to establish that jab. Again, landed a beautiful short counter there. Jagroop needs to be careful wading in. Both these fighters showing heavy leather. And absolute warriors only in the Super Boxing League.
Both fighters putting it all on the line here, not holding anything back. Both have got a small injury, but they're still fighting to the death. Part of a true champion here with the Super Boxing League.
Good conditioning for both fighters, but I was going to say that they had a bit of a breather when the referee stopped the fight on account of the cuts. Jagroop doing a great job cutting in under and looking for that overhand left or right. Beautiful shot again he landed.
He's doing a much better job of using his reach now.
Oh, you hit him with that one. He landed that jab clean. You could see Jagroop's head pitch backwards and immediately clinched with him.
Well, that seems to be his go-to tactic. Anytime he gets clinched, anytime he gets hit hard, he just closes the gap and clinches, because he knows that's his only chance.
Good counter right by Jagdeep Singh. I think he's made the adjustments to his approach. He's not letting Jagroop come in that quickly anymore. And I think the fatigue is setting in both these fighters. But man, I got to hand it to Jagdeep.
Good round.
Great round.
Let's see what the corners can do now to stop the bleeding. I think whatever corner does a better job of starting the bleeding is going to really help their fighter out at this point.
Here we go.
That was blood going into the eye. Not a good sign.
That was the replay of the first knockout, and that was the headbutt which caught both fighters. Both fighters were instantly cut and they were bleeding. And then both fighters tagged one another here. This fight, Jagdeep came back again, landed a great counter here. A 1-2, slightly not exactly technical, but effective. Both corners attending to the cuts. Doctors in each corner looking on. But you got to give it to these guys. Both of them are warriors.
Definitely, both fighters are staying in there. not giving up, fighting till the very last second, trying to bring victory and honor to their team. Got to give a lot of respect to these fighters. They train hard, they work hard, a lot of sacrifices just to be here.
Here we go, fourth and final round.
Literally, Arjun, blood, sweat, and tears goes into this.
You couldn't find a better moment to use that line. These guys are leaving everything on the line as we get ready for the fourth and final round of this deciding fight.
So good job by the corners. You can see that they've stopped the bleeding on both of their fighters. That's going to make a huge difference.
Oh, Jagdeep bringing the heat now. Coming in hard with those combinations, and Jagroop immediately sensing the danger, clinches up.
Yeah, I think Jagdeep knows that the only way his team stands a chance here is a TKO or a KO to take them into the lead.
Yeah, a TKO will give you 6 points, and a KO will give you 4 points. I'm so sorry, I got that backwards. Sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. A KO will get you 6 points, and a TKO will get you 4 points. Good start to round number 4. Jagdeep staying a little more patience, but you can see he's shaking off the fatigue. Now the fighter, oh, beautiful double jab there.
See, now he's doing a
Very
much better
nice.
job of using the outside. He should be an outside fighter with his size and reach advantage like that.
Oh, big 1-2 landed by Jagroop. Man, he always ducks under and comes over with that overhand right.
Jagdeep's got to do a better movement of his head. He needs to move his head a bit more, move his feet, some slips, some feints.
Both fighters separate.
Or just keep his hands up. Basic.
We saw in a previous fight, Sharma did a great job of defending himself, great head movement. Both fighters now. Jagroop moving away, and Jagdeep looking to land that big bomb.
Again, they clinch.
Less than a minute and a half remaining in round number 4.
This is going to be a hard one to call. Out of all the fights tonight, I think this one is going to be the hardest for me to decide. Nice body shot.
Very nice body shot, and look at the range on that right hand. Oh, big 1-2 landed by Jagdeep. Now these guys are flowing again.
This is a right slugfest, Arjun.
Yeah, there's nothing pretty about this. They're just swinging for the fences. And I think Jagdeep is the freshest.
Oh, no, it is pretty. Some people do like the blood and the guts and the glory. Not very technical, but
Yeah.
I mean, a good show nonetheless. Putting on a great show.
Great show. Both these fighters are leaving it all inside the ring and definitely putting on a great show.
Now, for the first time, we got Jagroop on the back foot here.
Jagdeep pressing the action now.
I think Jagdeep knows this is the last round. He's got to go for broke.
20 seconds remaining in the fourth and final. Jagdeep now getting for a beautiful body shot.
Yep, he's pushing the pace now. He knows.
And Jagroop is tired. I think he wants no piece of Jagdeep anymore.
Yep, he's just going to tie up the fight now. Ref trying to break it up. The fighters want to stay clinched. And that's the final bell.
And Jagroop.
Let's see what the judges have to say, Arjun.
Yeah, you know what? I can't pick this one. It's going to be a tough one to pick.
Yeah, it is a good fight. Both fighters did a great job. But like we said, in boxing, you got to leave it to the judges. If you don't knock them out or TKO, you leave the hands of the judges, and who knows what can happen with the judges.
Let's see the highlights here. This round number 4 was all Jagdeep. Jagroop came over with a couple of good shots. Both fighters landed equally, and beautiful combinations by both fighters. Great fight. You can see the corners attending to their cuts as we wait for the referee's decision. We wait for the result. You know what, Jason? We were talking about it earlier. This is a tough fight to score because this is the deciding one. If Haryana can get the 3 points for the decision, they will draw and both teams walk away with a point each.
Well, that would be an amazing comeback for Haryana in a way.
Coming back from 9-3, they got that decision. It's, you know, Jagdeep Sharma and Sukhdeep Singh was a great fight. Sukhdeep gets that decision, but
all right, there we go. Delhi's walked away with the victory today.
And Delhi does it, yeah. So that brings the total, no confusion. It's 12-6, and they have a huge 6-point lead. Great victory, great fight. Both these guys laid it on the line. It was an awesome showing, and that's the final score. Delhi Gladiators, Haryana Warriors got 4 wins, 12-6. What a great night of fights.
Yep, and for the fans at home, that just shows you how important the point system is and how that separates the Super Boxing League from every other boxing league.
What a great night of fights we've had so far. And you know what? Tomorrow we have a great night as well. The Punjab Sultans take on the UP Terminators live tomorrow, 7 p.m. only on Sony ESPN. Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow.